Hello there, I'm Big Alias, and it's here! It is here! Halo Infinite E3 Xbox Bethesda / Andor presentation / Forza Horizon 5. For crying out loud, Jesus Christ, I spent so long on that. This is Halo Infinite! It is finally here. I'm screaming into this mic. It's Halo Infinite. Yeah, because I'm very excited. I was very excited about this. However, the presentation itself has made me feel a range of emotions. In a way that I really... more emotions than I ever expected to feel about a video presentation for a video game. Which sounds ridiculous, but it was just... It's not all good. They're not all positive responses that I've had to this. The most immediate and prominent response I've had for this is annoyance. I am so annoyed with the way this presentation went, which is kind of going against the grain, because like a lot of people are liking this. A lot of people like the way this presentation went. But I've noticed a big disparity between just general people and people who follow this in a big way and follow it a lot, like all of the YouTubers and stuff like that. All of the YouTubers that I watched, I watched a lot of reactions and responses to this. They all said the same thing. Is that it? Is that? I mean, is that all we got? Is that really it? Is it done? Is this done already? Really? And that's exactly how I felt. And allow me to explain to you why we felt this way and why it's so annoying. For someone who's been following us so closely, allow me to present to you the timeline of Halo Infinite. It has been 6 years since the last Halo game. 6 years, by far and away, the longest period of time we've ever had to wait for a new Halo game. It's been 3 years since it was announced for the first time. 3 years. It's been 4 E3 presentations, and I do consider the last the last Xbox live stream to be a E3 presentation. It has been 4 presentations. It has been shown 4 times during annual reveals, yearly reveals. It has been shown 4 times. The first time was a trailer, which looked cool and we all liked, but you know, it was the first time, so we all accepted that it's just a trailer. We were told, don't worry, honestly, it's not really a trailer for the game, it's more of a trailer for an engine. It's just to show off the engine, so don't expect that to be the final product. Okay, fine. They came back the next year, okay, we're gonna get that gameplay. We got another trailer. Well, it was a cutscene, but you know, it was sort of a trailer. Yeah, but also, it's not 100% gonna look like that. But yeah, here's a trailer. And it blue balls us, man. It really annoyed everyone. Well, the following year, they said, this time we're going to give you gameplay. We are going to give you gameplay. And we got it. We got a small slice of gameplay. And then we were told to ignore that completely because that is not what the game is going to look like. We still haven't seen the game that we're going to get. But this year, the picture, the goddamn picture, the poster for the showcase had one game on it. And that was Halo. So this was going to be the year we were going to get final gameplay of the final game. And we got about approximately a minute and a half in total of gameplay of this game. We got a good quarter of an hour of Forza Horizon, for fuck's sake. We got about just over a minute of gameplay. And it was all chopped up and spliced up, and we have no idea how it correlates with the rest of the gameplay. I really don't know how this game plays at all still. Even after all these years of waiting, even after 6 years, they still haven't shown us the complete game. They haven't shown us what it actually looks like. And what worries me is, do they even have a game that is complete? They should! It's been 6 goddamn fucking years! It's been 6 years! How have we not seen this? We got a 3-minute, cutscene, well, 2 cutscenes in 3 minutes for campaign, and then we got a chopped up trailer that was so fast and so furious that we saw little bits that you can do and a few maps, but that's it. We didn't get a beta, we didn't get a full match, we didn't even get half a match. We just got little tiny snippets that you would get in like a montage for a game or something like that. So disappointing, aggravating as hell. And whoever is in charge of marketing for Halo Infinite, I'm sorry, has done an absolutely diabolical job. And I hope that they don't back into another marketing job, because I don't want to see this done with another game that I like. We found out most of the information through sweets and toys. We've had bits here and there, on and off. It feels like they keep starting the engine of hyper marketing and then just letting it die out. They delayed the game just before it came out, which I understand, but still, they had these blog posts. You know, they had us reading all of these blog posts, but they did those for like 5 months and then stopped doing those. It's frustrating. And I know they have a live stream later today. And by the way, I probably won't be able to make a video on this tomorrow. I'm very busy tomorrow, but maybe the day after. But I will warn everyone, having seen an Instagram post from the official Halo page, it looks to be a Vidoc, which, I mean, everything is kind of leaning towards Vidoc, which means it probably won't be a full-on gameplay. It will be more little clips, but this time people will be talking in between them, so it's going to be so long. It's ridiculous. I'm so mad. The gameplay itself, let's get on to that. It was good to see Joe on the stage, and I did like what I saw actually from that campaign reveal. I do think it is I'm slightly cautious about it, slightly worrying about it a little. I do think that they did Sombra a lot better, but a lot of it reminded me of Halo 4. I mean, everyone's, commenting on how similar that sweeping shot of him flying through space was to that Halo 4 clip, but I will say that it actually felt to me as though this was intentional from 343 as a way to say that, look, we've calmed down a little bit and we're going to be taking our time with this, and rather than him just smashing through things, we actually watch him pick up Marines and gently fall into things rather than it all happening in a big bombastic way. That being said, however, I am beginning to worry that this game won't have any moments of spectacle, and Halo's a space opera, and that maybe it's leaning too heavily on the emotional stuff from Halo 4, which I didn't like in the first place. That being said, the soundtrack, though minimal and somber, is absolutely stunning. Jen Taylor is phenomenal, and so is Steve Downes in this scene, and it looks beautiful. The armor is absolutely perfect, and the art style looks so much better. And they have tweaked the armor here and there with a few scratches and dents, and it looks great. It looks really good. I actually think it looks even better than it did in the previous trailer, so I'm very, very happy about the armor. Unfortunately, we didn't get any gameplay from that, though. We also see a conversation between the Chief and Cortana 2. Some juicy stuff there. From what I've read, there's going to be a sort of subplot of who has done the dirty on Cortana and trying to figure that out. It looks very interesting, but again, very slow. And this scene is very reminiscent of the one that we got from 2019. In pace and in the way the camera flows. I think this trailer really does confirm that they're going to go for the one-shot thing of God of War, which I'm fine with. So overall, yeah, I did like it, and it did set the Halo tone well. I also don't think there was too much meat on the bone when it comes to it, though. Oh, by the way, I also don't think it's a continuation of the Discover Hope trailer like everybody else seems to be saying. In this trailer, they make a point, Brohammer makes a point of saying he has one bullet left in his pistol. That 2019 trailer ended with him holding a full-on assault rifle. I don't know how that will be a continuation unless they change it, which of course they could and probably would. But now onto the multiplayer reveal, the bit that actually had tiny little bits of gameplay. And my first thought, why the hell did he just take a weapon off of a wall? Off of a wall? I can't even speak straight. Why did he take a weapon off of a wall? And immediately it clicked to me that this is going to be 343 kind of indulging on what they want to do with the game. Although it looks as though, and I could be wrong, overall my impression from this trailer is that 343 is saying, well, look, we'll give you an art style and an environmental style that harkens back to Halo, as long as what, and give you cool, sandbox toys and stuff like that. And we get what Bungie did, but we also kind of want to do our thing as well, which I'm fine with. Actually, I'm very happy with. I like that. I like this new purple plasma launcher thing that you see. It looks very cool. The whole thing, I think color wise, I absolutely love. The color palette in this is stunning. It's so bright and colorful, and it pops like you wouldn't believe. Absolutely beautiful, and the colors look a lot more varied than they did in 5. In 5 there are a lot of blues and greens and stuff like that. Here we're getting like these rich orange sands. The walls aren't grey and silver, they're white, which I still don't like, but it's better, it's an improvement. And everything seems a lot more sort of bright and poppy. I will say, however, look, to me it feels like a combination of every Halo game just bundled into one, right? So it has a lot of the art style feels like Halo 3, like the sandy map has a Halo 3 vibe to it. The BR feels very Halo 2. The some of the animations and stuff like that feel very 4 and 5, you know, like sprinting. The voiceover is very 4 and 5 and stuff like that, sliding, you know, stuff like that. But I keep saying stuff like that, but that map where they're on the sort of installation and it's a grassy map, my god, if that isn't straight out of Halo Reach, that is very Reach. And some of the panels in the first map that we see are also quite Halo Reach. As a matter of fact, that white map is quite Reach as well, so it feels like everything sort of pulled into one, which is great. It is good, and I think maybe that I get the feeling that that's what they're going for anyway. But I will say that, of course, then you have to deal with some of the idiosyncrasies of 4 and 5, and it did have a bit of a 4-5 feel to it, especially where that guy comes down with the gravity hammer. The way the gravity hammer smacks down, I never liked in 4 or 5 because it feels very plasticky, and unfortunately that's how it felt in this. Also, what is the deal with the crosshair on the BR? What is that? No one's talking about it. It looks so weird. Why is it so thin and small? So strange. We get a look at some new powers. Fortunately, they look like pickups, which I'm very happy with. The grappling hook, I'm a fan of, and I think it's going to make engagements very interesting. I like the way that they are speeding things up, which, you know, I don't want a faster gameplay, but they're doing it with sandbox items. So I'm very on board with that. I think that's very cool. And as I said, they look like pickups. There's a grenade that gives you Promethean vision, but only within a certain radius. There's something where you can bounce like some sort of, I don't know if it's all bullets or just plasma bullets or rocket launch or like heavy, you know, stuff like that, but you can bounce it back at your enemy. That's interesting. I like these little mechanics that they're introducing. I think it is a very, very good way of spicing up the formula, is to give people the opportunity to pick up things that they can play around with. Rather than giving your Spartan all of these base abilities and powers and zooming around the map and going crazy and nuts about it, you can pick up things and find things in the map that spice up the gameplay, as long as you can use them correctly. There's a harpoon gun, and if you can use it well, you can, you know, destroy a warthog in an interesting way, or you can use your grappling hook to shoot it up to a pelican or hold it or whatever was up there. I can't even think straight, and hijack that, which is very cool. So I like that. I love the emphasis on playground elements that they're showing off in this trailer. I think that's absolutely fantastic. My main gripe is with Ordnance. Why did they bring back Ordnance? And as far as I can tell, from what I've read, all vehicles will be spawned in via Ordnance. And I'm absolutely not okay with that. I'm really pissed off with that. I don't like that at all. One of the strengths of Halo is that it feels like this organic battlefield where everything that's going on around you is happening, you know, sort of in real time, and you're picking things up. So part of that is finding a warthog on the battlefield or finding a wraith on the battlefield, and the excitement of seeing that and piling into it. You know, oh my god, there's a scorpion over there, get in now! You don't get that feeling anymore if it's just a fucking ordnance drop and you have to drop it. You get to drop it in yourself. It's so stupid. They tried that in Halo 4. They gave up on it in Halo 4 because people hated it so much, and they're reintroducing it. And speaking of which, and I don't know this for sure, but from what I've read, they're bringing back loadouts. They bring back loadouts, dude. I really don't know how I'm going to feel about this game, because loadouts were the worst part of Halo 4. Literally, in the list of things I hate about Halo 4 the most, art style would actually come first, but second would be loadouts, because they were so stupid, and they do not have a place in Halo. They put loadouts in this game. I don't know if I'm going to be, you know, very addicted to this game at all. However, that being said, my overall feeling towards this trailer is, despite everything, man, despite some of those janky animations of 4 and 5, despite the potential for loadouts, the kind of crappy gravity hammer, and all the good stuff too, and that last map, by the way, just one moment, the samurai armor and the last map that we saw, adore it, fantastic. It looks like it's actually on an installation. Absolutely love that. But despite everything, it just looks fun. It looks like so much fun. This game looks so fun, man. And watching it, despite all my reservations, I just wanted to play it so bad. I don't know if I've ever wanted to play a game that I've seen at E3 as much as this, which is so weird because I'm not 100% sold on it. But I've watched that trailer so many times just because I want to play it so much. I've watched the trailer like 15 times, and I want to reach out and grab it. I so want to play this game more so than honestly any other Halo ever. You know, I didn't really follow Halo for 1 or 2 or really the build up for 3, but I have never wanted to play a Halo game that I can't play as much as this. I don't know what it is, but it looks like so much fun, and if it is as fun as it looks, I could see myself absolutely losing myself to this game and playing so damn much of it. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the reveal. There's going to be more stuff coming later, but again, don't get your hopes up. Hopefully I can get this out before that video. And I guess I will see everyone later.